So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the thing we do best. Or probably
Yes.
not best because, right, you know what I'm saying.
No.
Me neither. So we're going to talk about music.
That's spoken
The
like a
only
true
language
artist.
I
Wait,
understand.
spoken like a true artist. Like the thing we do best. Do we do it the best? No, we can always do better.
Exactly. And
Every song.
musicians are the most indecisive people probably, or at least we are. So very exciting. We're going to talk about music and someone who's been very inspiring to the two of us. So I actually
Yes.
learned about this person through Adam, and also known as AKA Mada Atoms.
Yes.
So I learned about Russ through Adam.
And yeah.
You go ahead.
Sorry, jumped
No,
right in there.
you're absolutely fine.
I don't honestly even know how I got a hold of like Russ's first body of work, but let's just jump into some of the facts real quick, and then we'll hop into how that relates to us and our music, right?
Right. So
So, Russ, better known by his stage name Russ, is an American. I'm completely reading this wrong. Is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, and author from Atlanta, Georgia. He is best known for his singles "What They Want," "Losing Control," and "Best on Earth," which peaked respectively at 83, 63, and 46 on the Billboard Hot 100. After years of releasing albums, mixtapes, and singles for free online, Russ released his 12th studio album, There's Really a Wolf, in 2017 through Columbia Records. It was certified platinum on April 18th, 2018. So fast forward, multiple albums, completely.
Please tune in next week for the next autobiographical
Chapter 2.
reading of Russ's story.
There's a lot here. But
so essentially he's
yeah.
a hip hop artist who's very inspiring.
But
because
why?
He's an
Right?
independent artist.
DIY. That's the best way to describe
Right.
us.
And he is
What does DIY mean?
Do it yourself.
There it is.
And he's extremely hardworking.
Yes. What I think resonated most for me, like seeing Russ's story, is he's somebody that broke through the industry where so many people have been like restricted because of resources, right? And he's the kind of person that just said, hey, if I don't have the resources, I'm going to be more resourceful. So ultimately that led to him being forced to produce his own music, and then write his own music, and then engineer his own music, and master his own music, and shoot his own videos. So that whole concept is, to me, what social media is really all about, is like self-empowerment for your art. Because at the end of the day, like, we should be in control of what we want to see and what we want to create. And the old paradigm has really shifted from that to where it was so heavily controlled. And at this point, there's so much freedom.
Right. And the cool thing about Russ is what caught my attention from him as well is he actually blew up. So he's independent, right? And he blew up through a strategy that is so fascinating to us, where he put out a song a week for, I don't have the exact facts, I'm sure it's on the wiki, but for almost 2 years, or somewhere 2.5 years, somewhere around there, he put out a single a week. And this guy didn't have promotion. He didn't have a budget, as far as we know, allegedly.
Yeah. Never know.
And he was putting out a song a week. And I think the 96th or the 92nd song, he put out about 11 albums prior to this.
Yeah.
And he blew up on the song called What They Want, which was like somewhere around his 90-something song, which is so interesting because if he had given up a song before, I think he said it, he said it in an interview, no one would have known who he was.
Yeah.
If he had given up one song before that release. And I mean, to some it may sound like it is extremely exhausting to release a song a week. That takes a lot of effort. I mean, you can't have a day job, I'm sure, doing that. It's a lot of effort, a lot of commitment. Yeah. But I'm really, really moved by that because I love people that are hardworking, that are independent, and he promoted it through just his socials, and he didn't have a social media following either. So it's a really beautiful story. So I mean, what's your take on releasing a song a week? Is that, and we want to know from you guys, releasing a song a week, if you're a musician or if you're not a musician, what is your take on that? Do you think too much is too much, or I mean, it worked for him. So should other artists try that, doing a song a week, or should it be less is more, keep the people wanting more? What do you think?
So you hit the nail on the head in a roundabout way. Like the less is more concept, when you look at the ability to get your message through with the most simple production, right? So like if you look at his body of work, a lot of his stuff is realistically streamlined to very quality sounds, but it's
Right.
minimalistic by nature. So I would say
The
that
quality is not lacking for
no, the
sure.
quality is incredible. The quality is incredible, but also the simplicity in the sense of
That's
um,
it.
really allowing the space in between the music and the
Knowing
instruments
where
to
to, like,
work.
draw the line, right?
Yeah.
Not overdoing a song.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's one of the biggest takeaways. Like, Dr. Dre, who I look up to immensely, like he finds the best sonic quality and then still simplifies it in that same process. So, in many ways, Russ is just building off of what hip hop started with. Um, but I mean, we're also in a society where like
The
you,
attention span
oh
is
my
so
gosh,
low.
it's ridiculous.
So it's like, do you keep in the forefront of everyone's mind by releasing a new song a week? Is
Not
it
do you? How can you? Right?
how
Like it's
can you? Right.
because the headlines keep going. So like your favorite artist can drop an album right now, and then like before you even get through the full album, there's like 4,000 other artists that you could listen to in that window.
Right. So currently we are releasing songs every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You and I, in our own individual artistry, we're releasing one song every 3 weeks. We're trying to ramp that up. We're trying to sort of put our hands in different cookie jars right now, so it is tough, but um, we're excited to know from you what you think about that. So let us know what you think. If that's too much, if that's a good strategy, we're just curious on your thoughts.